What's going on, guys? Today I'm bringing you a video I haven't done in a while. As you know or may not know, somebody streamed live on Twitch again, cheating. Only this time they were very open about it. They streamed with their webcam on. He was cheating. And I reached out to him. He agreed to speak with me. So what you're going to see here is the Discord call that I had with him. Two of his friends were in the call. They said they weren't cheating. They said they knew he was, but they're not cheating. Regardless, they knew he was cheating the whole time. It's a really interesting call. I think that a lot of you will enjoy listening to it. It's mostly just audio. At the end, I do show one of the clips from his stream. But other than that, it's just going to be it's another interview. It's interesting. Listen to it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Share it. I'd really appreciate it. I put a lot of hard work into like this entire cheater series that I've done for the last 9 months. So I really appreciate all the support and stuff. I know a lot of you guys really enjoy these videos. I also know a lot of people don't like these videos, and I understand why, and I accept that. But until this situation changes at least a little bit, I will continue doing this stuff. So thank you guys for the support. Those that don't like my content, I appreciate the feedback. I really do. And enjoy the video, guys. Can I ask you to do me a favor really quick, though?
Yeah.
Could you just share your screen and show you signed into that Bungie whatever account?
Oh, on Twitch?
Yeah. Can you just show it to me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Is that what you need to say right here?
Yeah. Sweet.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Thanks. I was dead asleep. I live in Japan, so I was passed out when this all went down. What made you do this one?
Well, to be honest with you, I'll be completely honest here, because honestly I have nothing to lie about. About Season 10, Perfect Aim was really, really big.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah, I began to utilize that, and it was a little bit of closet cheating, because honestly I'm just not very good at the game. And so I was utilizing it, and then for a while when they took down that, I stopped using it. I was just playing the game legit, just kind of enjoying the PvE aspect, because I'm pretty bad at PvP without it. And then around the beginning of Beyond Light, when Trials came out, that Adept loot, I had heard about something called Ring 1. And then Ring 1, it was appetizing, but at the same time it wasn't, because of their price point. It's substantially higher than what Perfect Aim was at. And that's why Perfect Aim got to be so big. I believe it was only like $29.99 a month or something like that. But I ended up pulling the trigger and getting Ring 1. With Ring 1, I went ahead and moved on with that and utilized it. And for a while, it was kind of like it was just the normal from what I'm used to. But then I realized that the cheating pool from Perfect Aim going down had actually increased and gotten bigger with Beyond Light. With it bringing a lot of new players to the game, it brought a lot of cheaters to the game as well. And me and my buddies, we had just been playing Trials. Obviously, I'm cheating at the time, and we would run into other cheaters. And we were like, okay, yeah, we run into a few, but we would actually run into cheater after cheater after cheater, especially in those games after the Flawless game. Those games right after, I would run into a lot of cheaters.
All right, before you go on with this, I've never asked this. Is it fun playing another cheater?
Yeah, it's actually considered a term called HVH. It's really big in CSGO. It's where hacker versus hacker, whoever has the best hacks. Honestly, it's kind of interesting, but at the same time, it's actually more frustrating than what you'd think. Especially, it's like you're playing someone on your level, essentially, because a good player can outplay a cheater, but a cheater can easily outplay another cheater. But it's not as fun as you would think, but it's more frustrating than fun. But sometimes it's fun if you're winning. Right. So what I was saying was, I had gotten basically burned out of the game, and with the community getting pretty bad, I think we can argue back and forth on if stasis is good or not. But at the end of the day, I think that stasis it's not bad, but I mean it could use some work. And I think that with Bungie not doing much with cheaters, and with them saying that they would look at Titans, like they said that they were going to look at Titans. They weren't going to fix Titans, but they were going to look at the Titan Behemoth. And I honestly woke up today seeing that there was only 2 days left on my subscription for this cheat. And I'm not going to renew it. I paid $114 after taxes for it. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. Let's just go see if we can prove a point at the end of the day and have some fun with it. And so I turned on a stream this morning about 10 a.m. my time right after I woke up. And it started out with about 5 viewers. It was from a survival game on a burner account that I did have at the time. And it just grew from there. I streamed for about 4 hours until I received my first ban. They were all watching me, and with all the hate that was there, people were like, "How the fuck is this happening? Like, how is this happening?" I kind of proved a point, but at the same time, I didn't. And I honestly don't think that Bungie will follow through with actually fixing this game. My methods of doing it, I was being pretty back and forth edgy on the stream, but I mean, my methods of actually portraying my point was very improper, and I probably could have gone along doing it way better. But I just went full blown, face cam on, everything to prove a point. I actually made it to the top of Twitch, #1 on Destiny, most viewers, while cheating. And nowhere did Twitch do anything. And Bungie, it took them 2.5 hours to remove my first account. And I went ahead and made another account and kept playing on that. And I did not get banned on the account. And I actually ended up getting bored and ending the stream. They didn't even do anything about me. That's the sad part.
So hang on. You had said that you were streaming for 4 hours, but it took but it took 2.5 to get the first account banned.
Correct.
So what about the next account? How many accounts did you run today?
I've actually ran a total of 3. The second one, I don't know if it's actually banned or not. It's just it gets weaseled every time I log in. It doesn't have an official ban if you go look at the thing. But I think they did something to that. And then I went ahead and made a third one. The thing about Bungie is they don't hardware ban like every other game. You play Fortnite, you play Rust, you play Valorant, you play all these games. Even GTA is considering doing it here pretty soon. They will hardware ban. They will ban your motherboard. You have to buy a whole new motherboard and build your PC from the ground up to even consider playing the game again if you're lucky not to receive an IP ban. But with Destiny, for some damn reason, they just don't want a hardware ban. I don't know. I think it's disgusting. And the fact that I was able to do what I did today is not okay.
Well, don't a lot of these cheat providers also include spoofers and stuff too?
Yeah, and actually the one I do does provide a spoofer. But honestly, I just think that a hardware ban could also stop other cheat providers. Like I know Gator Cheats finally just got taken down. I never personally used them, but I know that they were the closest alternative to Perfect Aim because they were a little bit cheaper than Ring One, and they did not have a spoofer. So if they were to get hardware banned there, they would have gotten taken care of.
So now, when I woke up this morning, I had woken up to like 25 messages linking your stream, and by the time I got there, everything was down. You hadn't been on, or you were offline, and I had clicked on like clips to see if there were clips, and there were hundreds of them. And then all the clips were gone.
Yeah, that's me covering my tracks a little bit there. This Twitch account, I don't know how the Twitch bans work. And I was just going to see if I could hold on to this account a little bit longer. But I do know that some of those clips are actually saved out there still. If my name's really out there, I honestly, it sounds a little bit cocky, but I honestly don't think that Bungie will still do anything. It's kind of sad, man. I mean, the fact that we even have to have this conversation or what I did today could even happen, I just think that there's obviously needs to be some changes here.
You said your subscription ends in 2 days. Who are you using? Ring One still?
Ring One currently, yes.
Before that, you said you were using Perfect Aim.
I was using Perfect Aim. I had considered Gator Cheats, but I had seen people actually getting banned from that because I believe that they're, I don't know, if it's just sloppy coding or some sort. But yeah, I had to just use Perfect Aim, and then I moved on over to Ring One once Beyond Light came out.
It's 2021. We have technology. There's no reason that somebody should be able to be respawning, flying around a map, have infinite ammo, and not be seen. And that's the whole thing.
Not even touched. I've seen players in trials I've matched against. In fact, I remember sometimes where we'd be playing trials, and then I'd look at Destiny Trials report. I'm like, wait, I played this guy 122 days ago. I had lost to him, and I look at the score. And I'm like, oh, this guy was cheating then, and he's still cheating now. And what do you know? It's one of those guys that has chaos reach that just flies through the wall. So it's disgusting. I'm not the only one out there that had been doing it as long as I am. And I'm not going to throw names out there, but I know there's some people out there still. There are a lot. It's gross, man.
With Perfect Aim being gone, and I'm sure they're dealing under the table somehow, some way.
They are actually. They're actively dealing under the table. Their Discord group, you can still get a subscription if you're in their Discord. Yeah, that's disgusting, dude.
Ring One obviously still hasn't been hit by Bungie at all, which surprises me.
I might know why, but at the same time, I might not. I just know that it's not intense, but there is a verification process or not even verification, but it's like a barrier to even getting a Ring One account. I literally had to contact someone on their forums. I waited like it was like 32 hours to get a response from the guy because he lived in Europe and was lazy or whatever. I don't know. But I had gotten in contact with someone, and he's actually a fence for me to send him U.S. dollars, which was way over what I needed to spend on the cheat, just so I could get a balance on the Perfect Day the Ring One website, and use that on the cheat. And a lot of people, if they see that, oh look, you can't use PayPal or you can't use Bitcoin, you can't use whatever here, you have to use a fence. I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to go look somewhere else. It's too much effort, or you need to be 18 or whatever. I think there's kind of a brick wall there. I think Bungie can still get them, and they probably should get them, but I don't know if they ever will. That's kind of the shitty thing here, man.
So with your subscription ending here in 2 days, are you moving on to another provider, or are you just straight up done?
Oh, I'm done. I pulled the strings. I think I was starting to like a week or two ago. Even like the PvE aspect of the game, the fact like I play the raid quite a bit, and I like doing all that Nightfall and type stuff like that. And the whole game, I was just losing interest in it. I'm starting to play other stuff now, and it's like I started cheating this game. I'm like, I feel like I've ruined the taste of the game for myself, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. I don't find it fun anymore, and I think a lot of other people do, and it's getting really tiring that there's a lot of cheaters running around, including myself. But at the end of the day, if they're gonna use theirs, I can get some on my hands, and I don't really care. It's just why not,
Now, were you doing like recovs and stuff like that when you're cheating in trials?
I never really caught on to recovs. I believe I tried doing it about once or twice. But I never really caught on to that. I do know there's a lot of people actively doing that. So if you run into a cheater that has really low stats, which we would see a lot in trials, especially on our flawless game, we would see someone that's like a 1.2, but he's actually a 2.0 for the league. I'm like, oh, it's a recov, and then he starts hitting heads, and I'm like, okay, well, it's a guy that's cheating, And so it kind of goes back and forth. I know a lot of people do it, but I never really personally did it.
That's good. Did you make any money off of using these cheats?
I never actually profited off of these cheats. I was mainly just doing it for friends.
So like I said, I caught a couple of the clips before they all got deleted. There was one clip on there that you had said, if anybody knew my main account, they'd be pissed.
Yeah, well, see, that one...
It's up to you whether or not you want to tell me what the main account is. I'm not gonna.
Well, I haven't actually told anyone this one yet, but my main account actually got beamed. They got my main account.
Did they get it today?
They actually did just get it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was already done with the game, so that's why I did it in the first place. I was like, all right, this account might get down, but I'm taking the risk. But my main account, if you look on when I look on Destiny Trials Report, my main account was just, you probably can see right here. It was just small cups. But whenever I would type in people like Lucky or Pure Chill or a lot of these big names in trials, I would just click on their name. I have green dots next to them, so I didn't recognize it at the time because I wasn't very familiar with all this whole thing. But it just kind of happened.
Small cops found you.
Yeah, I got a lot of green dots next to some people.
Other than the weekly, which they just added that.
Right, correct.
So had they not added that, nothing to me looks like you're cheating because you've got a Sunshot on, you got an Astral on. Your KD's a 2.3 in trials, 2.17 this week. You didn't play season 10, so that's automatically an indicator for me.
Right.
When I see somebody that's a 2+ and only 500 games in trials and it's a new account, they've got a flawless seal, they don't have unbroken, it doesn't make sense. So that would have been my first indicator. But then now that they've added the weekly and you see your ISO at 97%, now we go in saying, oh, he's probably... And
the reason why you'll see a lot of cheaters using Sunshot, I don't know if you probably could put 2 and 2 together, but you don't get many headshots. So that's why I was personally using it.
Right. Same reason a lot of people are starting to use Cloud Strike. So you had said people would be pissed off if they knew your main account. Why would they be pissed?
So I would use the Destiny 2 LFG, and I had played with a lot of people. A lot of them that were up there, like they were saying that they were needing someone with their recov. They're looking like for a 2.0+, and I would just, I would obviously not say anything about cheating, but I would just play with them as if I weren't cheating. And they, in forethought, they know that they were playing with the cheater, if that makes sense.
Did you ever have a situation?
I saw quite a few of those names in the chat.
Did you ever have a situation where you were playing with somebody in LFG and they accused you of cheating?
Yeah, actually, I did. That was it's only happened once, and when it did happen, I kind of just brushed it off like, "Oh, dude, you're tripping," and kind of laughed. But yeah, believed it was when I first started cheating. And I had literally known basically nothing about the game, and I was doing double primary, and obviously that sets off a big red flag to anyone. But I was doing double primary, and I didn't
Hey,
understand the
usually it's a
headshot
red
rating and all
flag.
that stuff.
Usually it's a red
Yeah.
flag that we're about to win the game.
Yeah, something like that. And yeah, I just got called out with all that because I didn't know how to use it very well.
Did you ever fuck up and like you're with an LFG team and you die and you instant respawn and they're like, what just happened? You're like, I have no idea.
I never went that blatant. I never actually ended up using the instant respawn feature. In fact, I never really. On perfect aim I did have it, but I never actually used it. Same with like instant super, infinite ammo. I did today. Just to kind of show it off and prove my point. But on my main account, obviously, I could never really get away with that with trying to be air quotes legit. But I never ended up doing that as far as that goes.
Now, what was with the other clip that I caught? What was with snorting the G Fuel, dude?
Dude, the snorting the G Fuel was like a ritual for me. Every time I went live on my when I used to stream on YouTube under the Mall Cops name before that channel went down, that was just kind of my ritual. Every time I would stream, we would just get kind of hype, and I'd just snort a line of G Fuel, dude.
Oh God.
It stings. Don't do it. I'm gonna send you this tweet link. I'm gonna put it right here in the chat. There's a link to someone that posted the video of me snorting G Fuel. There's a video of me snorting G Fuel. It's on Twitter. And yeah, people were not very happy. That was when I was at the top of the leaderboards.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I got a bloody nose last time I did it too. That's G Fuel.
Yeah, it's something I don't suggest doing again on stream.
No, I was just this account. I was just expecting it for it to go down. I don't really expect to take this too seriously at all.
Yeah, this is the clip I saw before it all got deleted.
I think it's the only clip that made it out. That's what that was the takeaway moment for a lot of people.
Got some balls doing this on camera, man.
Yeah, it's not my first rodeo. I'm causing a little havoc on the internet.
Anyway, like I said, I appreciate you taking your time to talk to me.
All right, you stay safe, man.
Thank you.